Hello everyone. This is a lecture series for equation of a straight line from ICSE 10th Maths. In our previous videos, we have already completed 12.1 exercise from ML Aggarwal. Today we are going to start with exercise 12.2 from ML Aggarwal. My name is 𝐕𝐂𝐒𝐒 Banerjee and you are watching 𝐕𝐂𝐒𝐒 classes. Let's get started. So, in 12.2, the concept which we are using is if the lines are parallel, what will be the criteria? And if the lines are perpendicular, what will be the criteria? Suppose these are two parallel lines, okay? These are the two parallel lines, okay? So we can understand that these two parallel lines will be having same slope, right? Because they are producing same angle with the positive side of the x-axis. The lines could be this way, the lines could be this way. If the lines are parallel, then we can understand that they produce the same slope. So the first criteria is for parallel lines, M1 should be equal to M2, right? So we have to find out the slopes and the slopes will be equal. And if the lines are perpendicular to each other, suppose the lines are lying like this, if they are perpendicular to each other, then the product of their slope will be -1. Suppose the slope of this line is M1 and this line is M2, then the product of their slope M1 into M2 should be equal to -1. This is for the perpendicular lines. Okay. So, we are going to use this concept for this exercise. That is, for parallel lines we have M1 is equal to M2, and for perpendicular lines we have M1 into M2 is equal to -1. Let us see the first question. The first question is, state which of the following is true. The straight lines y is equal to 3x minus 5 and 2y is equal to 4x plus 7 are parallel, perpendicular, neither parallel nor perpendicular. So we need to find out M1 from here, that is slope of this line, and M2 from here, slope of the other line, and we need to see the relationship between the slopes. If the slopes are equal, the lines are parallel. If M1 into M2 is -1, the lines are perpendicular, and if either of these criteria are not following, then that means the lines are neither parallel nor perpendicular. Let us find out the slope. So your first line is y is equal to 3x minus 5. So if you compare this line with mx, y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so very clearly your slope of this line is 3, m1 is equal to 3. Let us take another line, 4x is equal to, 2y is equal to 4x plus 7. So y is equal to 4 upon 2x plus 7 upon 2. I got to this side. So I am getting y is equal to 2x plus 7 upon 2. Again compare this equation with the general equation y is equal to mx plus c. From here we get m2 is equal to 2. So clearly m1 and m2 are not equal. So m1 is not equal to m2. Therefore the lines are not parallel, first of all. Okay. Second is m1 into m2 is not equal to -1. Therefore the lines are not perpendicular as well. So here we can see the lines are not parallel, lines are not perpendicular as well. That means they are neither parallel nor perpendicular. Let's start with the second question. If 6x plus 5y minus 7 equal to 0 and 2px plus 5y plus 1 is equal to 0 are parallel lines, find the value of p. So here they have clearly said that these two lines are parallel lines. That means m1 should be equal to m2. Let us find out m1 and m2. 6x plus 5y minus 7 equal to 0. This is your first line. Convert it into y is equal to mx plus c. So 5y is equal to minus 6x plus 7, or y is equal to minus 6 upon 5x plus 7 upon 5. So from here, if we compare this equation with the general equation y is equal to mx plus c, we can find out that your m1, that is the slope of this line, is minus 6 upon 5. Okay, so this is the first, this we got from the first equation. Second equation is 2px plus 5y plus 1 equal to 0. Let us convert it into y is equal to mx plus c. So 5y is equal to excuse me, minus 2px minus 1. So y is equal to minus 2p by 5x minus 1 upon 5. So again compare this equation with the general equation y is equal to mx plus c, and we get m2 is equal to minus 2p upon 5. Now since they have already told that the lines are parallel, since the lines are parallel, we can write down that m1 is equal to m2. The slopes are equal. So m1 is your minus 6 upon 5, m2 is minus 2p upon 5, minus minus cancels, 5 and 5 is also cancelled, so 2p is equal to 6, therefore p is equal to 3. So we get the value of p, that is 3 here. Let's start with the third sum. Lines 2x minus by plus 5 equal to 0 and ax plus 3y is equal to 2 are parallel. Find the relation connecting a and b. This is a very, very important sum. Here we have to connect the relation between a and b. So again it is the same thing, the lines are parallel, so m1 should be equal to m2. So first let us find out m1 and m2 and make them equal. Okay. So take the first equation, 2x minus by plus 5 equal to 0. Convert it in the form of y is equal to mx plus c, minus by is equal to minus 2x minus 5. Therefore y is equal to minus 2 upon minus bx minus 5 upon minus b. Minus minus gets cancelled, y is equal to 2 upon bx. This will be minus minus plus 5 upon b. So from here we are getting m1 is equal to 2 upon b. The slope of the first line is 2 upon b. Second line, ax plus 3y is equal to 2. Convert it in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. So 3y is equal to minus ax plus 2, or y is equal to minus a by 3x plus 2 by 3. So from here we are seeing that comparing with y is equal to mx plus c, we are getting, I am writing here, m2 is equal to minus a upon 3. So m2 is equal to minus a upon 3. Now since the lines are parallel, therefore the slopes are equal. So you will write, since the lines are parallel, therefore m1 should be equal to m2. What's your m1? 2 upon b. So write it here, 2 upon b is equal to a upon 3. So now cross multiply, we are getting AB is equal to 6. So this is the relationship connecting A and B. Let's start with question number 4. Given that the line y upon 2 is equal to x minus p and the line ax plus 5 is equal to 3y are parallel, find the value of A. Okay, so first line is your y upon 2 is equal to x minus p. So from here we get y is equal to 2x minus 2p. Therefore the slope of this line is 2. This is the first thing. Second line is ax plus 5 is equal to 3y. Therefore y is equal to a by 3x plus 5 upon 3. I got 3 this side. So from here I am getting m2 is equal to a upon 3. Now since the lines are parallel, the slopes will be equal. Same concept. So since the lines are parallel, we get m1 is equal to m2. The slopes are equal. m1 is 2, m2 is a by 3. So I'll write a upon 3 is equal to 2, or a is equal to 3 goes that side, a is equal to 6. They're asking for the value of a, so we got the value of a as 6. Now the fifth question in front of you. If the lines y is equal to 3x plus 7 and 2y plus px is equal to 3 are perpendicular to each other, find the value of p. So now the lines are perpendicular, so we have to use a criteria for the perpendicular lines, that is m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So again the same thing, we have to find out the slope of the first line, slope of the second line, and then we have to use this criteria to get the value of p. Let us do this. The first line is y is equal to 3x plus 7. So from here clearly we get m1 is equal to 3. Slope of the first line is 3. And the second line 2y plus px is equal to 3. Therefore 2y is equal to minus px plus 3 or y is equal to minus p upon 2x plus 3 upon 2. So we get from here m2 is equal to minus p upon 2. Now since the lines are perpendicular to each other, so we'll write it here since the lines are perpendicular to each other. First we'll write down the criteria. Therefore m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. Now what is your m1? m1 is your 3. So 3 into minus p upon 2 is equal to minus 1. From both sides we can cancel minus and minus. So 3p upon 2 we get 1. So p is equal to 2 upon 3. They are asking for the value of p. So we get the value of p as 2 upon 3. Now question number 6 is just like the previous question. If the straight lines kx minus 5y plus 4 is equal to 0 and 4x minus 2y plus 5 equal to 0 are perpendicular to each other, find the value of k. So again they have said that the lines are perpendicular to each other. So we are going to use this criteria m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. I think you all understood this. You can pause the video, do the sum on your own and you can check the answer along with me. Okay. So I am doing it here. The first equation is kx minus 5y plus 4 equal to 0. We need to find out m1 from here, that is minus 5y is minus kx minus 4. We can multiply everything by minus and make everything positive. So 5y is equal to kx plus 4 or y is equal to k upon 5x plus 4 upon 5. So from here we are getting m1 is equal to k upon 5. This is the first thing. Second equation we will take 4x minus 2y plus 5 equal to 0 or minus 2x is minus 4x minus 5. Again we can multiply everything, all the terms by minus and make everything positive. So 2y is 4x plus 5 or y is equal to 4 upon 2x plus 5 upon 2. Y is equal to 2x plus 5 upon 2. So from here we are getting m2 is equal to, I am writing it here, m2 is equal to, we are getting 2, right? m2 is equal to 2. Now since the lines are perpendicular to each other, since the lines are perpendicular to each other, therefore we will write down the criteria first. m1 into m2 is minus 1. Now what's your m1? K upon 5. So k upon 5 into m2, m2 is your 2, is equal to minus 1. So k will be equal to minus 5 upon 2. So this is the value of k. Let's start with the seventh question. If the lines 3x plus by plus 5 is equal to 0 and ax minus 5y plus 7 equal to 0 are perpendicular to each other, find the relation connecting a and b. Again this is a very important sum. They are perpendicular to each other, so we have the criteria m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. So let us start with the first equation. 3x plus by plus 5 equal to 0. So by is minus 3x minus 5. So y is minus 3 upon bx minus 5 upon b. From here we are getting m1 is equal to minus 3 upon b. Now the next equation is ax minus 5y plus 7. So write it down. Ax minus 5y plus 7 equal to 0. Minus 5y is minus ax minus 7. We can multiply by minus and make everything positive. So it is 5y is equal to ax plus 7 or y is equal to a upon 5x plus 7 upon 5. From here we are getting m2 is equal to a by 5. So we got m1 and m2. Now the lines are perpendicular to each other. So write it down. Since the lines are perpendicular to each other, therefore m1 into m2 should be equal to minus 1. So what's your m1? Minus 3 upon b. m2 is a upon 5 is equal to minus 1. We have minus on both sides, so we can cancel minus and minus. So from here we are getting 3a by 5b is equal to 1 or 3a is equal to 5b. So this is the relationship connecting a and b. Now question number 8 has two parts. First part is the line through minus 2, 3 and 4, 1 perpendicular to the line 3x is equal to y plus 1. So if they are perpendicular or not, to see that we need to see m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1 or not. So first of all, we get m1 of this line by y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 by that formula. And from here we have to convert it into y is equal to mx plus c, and we can find out m2. Then we will see m1 into m2 is minus 1 or not. If it is minus 1, then the lines are perpendicular to each other. So let us do the first part. M1 is equal to, or we will write it here, like we will name the points. Let us name the points. Let A, which is your x1 comma y1, which is your minus 2 comma 3, and B, which is your x2 comma y2, and that is 4 comma 1. Therefore, M1 is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, right? So y2 is your 1 minus 3 upon x2 is 4, minus 2, that's plus 2. So minus 2 upon 6, which is your minus 1 comma 3. This is your M1. Now take another line, that is 3x is equal to y plus 1, or y is equal to 3x minus 1. From here we get M2 is equal to 3. Therefore, M1 into M2. What is your M1? Minus 1 upon 3. Put M2 is 3, which is coming minus 1. Therefore, the lines are perpendicular to each other. First part is done. Okay. They asked you, is the line through this, and this is perpendicular. So, they are perpendicular to each other. Secondly, does the line 3x is equal to y plus 1 bisect the join of this and this? Means, if suppose this point is your A, minus 2 comma 3, and this point is your B, 4 comma 1, you have to show that whether this line, that is 3x is equal to y plus 1, is bisecting this line or not. Bisecting means D has to be the midpoint of it. That means, if you can find out D, the coordinates of D by the midpoint formula, and then if we show this point lies on this, then that means this is bisecting the join of these two, right? So first of all, we have to find out the midpoint of A and B. Okay? So let us consider D x comma y be the midpoint of AB. Midpoint of AB. So by the midpoint formula, x is equal to minus 2 plus 4 upon 2, that's 2 upon 2, that is 1, and y is equal to 3 plus 1 upon 2, that is 4 upon 2, that is 2, right? So we get D is equal to 1 comma 2. Now if we can show that D is lying on this line, that means this is bisecting the join of this. Now we'll write it here. Let us see whether D lies on 3x is equal to y plus 1. Therefore, 3 into x is 1 is equal to y is 2, 2 plus 1, 3 is equal to 3. Therefore, that means we can understand that D lies on this line. Therefore, this line bisects the join of minus 2 comma 3 and 4 1. So, we will write, therefore, 3x is equal to y plus 1 bisect the join of minus 2 comma 3 and 4 comma 1. Let us proceed to the next question, question number 9. The line through A minus 2 comma 3 and B 4 comma B is perpendicular to the line 2x minus 4y is equal to 5. Find the value of B. Again, they are perpendicular, means we have to again use the criteria M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. So let us find out the slope of the first line. So let A, that is your x1 comma y1, which is your minus 2 comma 3, and B, let us designate it by x2 y2, and that is 4 comma B. Slope of AB, which I am considering as M1, we'll find it out by the formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So y2 is your B. B minus 3 upon 4 minus of minus 2. So that's B minus 3 upon 4 plus 2, which is your B minus 3 upon 6. So this is your M1. Let us find out M2. 2x minus 4y is equal to 5. So minus 4y is minus 2x plus 5. Therefore, y is equal to minus 2 upon minus 4x plus 5 upon minus 4. From here, minus minus cancels. Y is equal to x upon 2 minus 5 upon 4. So from here, we get M2 is equal to half. We got M1 and M2. The lines are perpendicular to each other. Since the lines are perpendicular to each other, therefore M1 into M2 should be equal to minus 1. So now M1 is your b minus 3 upon 6 and M2 is your 1 upon 2. Now you can cancel it, 2, 3. So it will be b minus 3 is equal to 3 ones are 3. So b is equal to 3 plus 3, that is 6. So the value of b we get as 6. Let's start with question number 10. This will be the last question for today. Let us see. If the lines 2x plus y is equal to 4, x minus ay plus 7 is equal to 7 and bx plus 2y plus 5 is equal to 0, form three consecutive sides of a rectangle. Find the value of a and b. So that means they are saying three consecutive sides of a rectangle. We know that rectangles, the property of a rectangle is what? This is perpendicular to this line and even this line is perpendicular to this line. All the angles of a rectangle are 90 degrees. We know that, right? So let us consider AB is your 2x plus y is equal to 4. BC, they are saying consecutive sides, so we have to take AB, BC and CD. These are the three consecutive sides. BC would be your x minus ay is plus 7 is equal to 0. And the third side will be bx plus 2y plus 5 is equal to 0. And all these three lines are perpendicular to each other. So let us find out M1, M2 and M3 first of all. So 2x plus y is equal to 4. Y is equal to minus 2x plus 4. So from here we get M1 is equal to minus 2, right? Next, let us see the next equation. X minus ay plus 7 equal to 0. Minus ay is minus x minus 7. Therefore, ay is x plus 7 or y is equal to x by a plus 7 upon a. Therefore, M2 is equal to 1 upon a. Right? Now, since the two lines are perpendicular to each other, okay, so we'll write M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. Now your M1 is minus 2, M2 is 1 upon a is equal to minus 1. Minus and minus gets cancelled. Get a this side, a is equal to 2. So we got the value of a. Right? Now let us see the third equation. The third equation is bx plus 2y plus 5 is equal to 0. And we can also see that this line and this line are parallel to each other. This is another criteria for rectangle, that opposite sides are parallel to each other. So the slope of AB will be is equal to the slope of CD. We can use this criteria over here. So 2y is equal to minus bx minus 5 or y is equal to minus b upon 2x minus 5 upon 2. From here we get M3 is equal to minus b upon 2. Now we'll write since AB is parallel to CD, therefore the slope of AB, which is your M1, should be is equal to the slope of CD, which is your M3. So slope of AB is minus 2 and slope of CD is minus b upon 2. Minus and minus gets cancelled, so we get b is equal to 4. Right? I hope you understood the concept over here. That is, to summarize the entire thing, if the lines are parallel to each other, the slopes will be equal to each other. That is, M1 is equal to M2. So whenever you see the lines are parallel or they are asking whether the lines are parallel or not, you will just say M1 should be equal to M2. And if the lines are perpendicular to each other, then it will be M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. That is, the product of the slopes of the two lines should be equal to minus 1. If that criteria is fulfilled, then the lines are perpendicular to each other. We have solved till question number 10 today from exercise 12.2 ML Aggarwal. Next video, we are going to start from question number 11. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.